With Brad Abbas, who had a big scoring night for him last evening, and we mentioned to Brad, I think I even saw him smiling.
Maybe his night's very trying to make some baskets.
First of all, congratulations. How's it feel to be a member of the first ever Hampton Bulldog Basketball Conference champion?
It really feels good inside. It took a lot of hard work, and us guys put a lot of hard work into it. When we had Coach Hanneman called up from 9th grade, we knew him from 9th grade, we knew we were going to have a good team, but we didn't know we were going to win conference right away.
I've asked some of the guys this, when did you really think that you could win the conference? Now, it couldn't have been from day one of basketball season.
No, probably when we beat Algona the first time up here, I really started thinking about it a lot. And then when we beat Isle Falls, I really thought. And then it just, from there on, I've just been thinking it all the time.
Brad, in your estimation, what was the toughest game that you played in?
Probably the Humboldt game up here. I think because we needed to win it, and I guess we did it.
Well, I thought personally that when you went in the rebound against Isle Falls, the first game up here, that you kind of turned that ball game around for Hampton, but you still think that Humboldt game was it?
Yeah, well, I always thought Isle Falls was as good as everybody made them out to be, but I knew Humboldt was tough. Maybe I was just up for Isle Falls because just, the tradition and everything.
Brad, you had a lot of points tonight. I don't know how many. Do you know how many you had?
I think I had 10.
How does it feel to be a big scorer?
Pretty good.
Usually replacing one of the guards, we asked Tommy Drew for his comments on winning the conference.
I think it's great, for the team. We've been working hard all year, and this is our number one goal. And hopefully we can go on for number 2, and that's going to the state tournament. And I think it's great for the team. We've all worked together, and it's great. What else can I say?
Tommy, does it kind of boggle your mind, though, to think that Hampton has never had a conference basketball champion?
Well, I think that's something that'll hit us pretty soon. We've been kind of gliding along, and I think it's time now we look back and think of what we've really accomplished. And I think that's going to hit us pretty soon now, and it's going to be great.
Even might not hit you for a few years, even.
Oh, that might be, but it's happened now, and it's great for me.
It's kind of too bad it was not too good of a game, because really there's not too much to celebrate.
Well, that's probably true, but I think the team will also have a lot to celebrate, We've all worked for this, and I'm sure if you ask anybody on the team, they'll say the same thing, that this is our number one goal that we've been looking forward to since last year.
Tom, did you guys really think, though, that you could win the conference championship?
Well, Wayne, I think everybody has it in the back of their mind all the time, and I think that's what you're working for, and that's what it's all about, really, is working for something like this, and when it happens, that just makes it all the better.
Tom, a great thing, and real proud of you guys.
Well, thanks a lot, Wayne.
This his thoughts about winning the conference championship, first time ever, something like 65 years.
Well, that was one of our goals to start the season, and we thought we had a chance at it if we worked really hard.
I've asked the guys about that. It's one thing to say yes. When I talk to you, yeah, we're going to win the conference championship, but wait a minute. When did you really think that you guys could win it? From day one?
Well, that was our goal, but ever since we beat Humboldt down here, we thought we had a really good shot at it.
You still believe it? I mean, it's true. I can tell you that, but is it a dream or not?
Well, it hasn't sunk in yet, I don't think, but
Somebody else will, too. What was the toughest ball game you were involved in?
Well, I suppose that'd be Humboldt here, because it was emotional, too, and it was a close game right down to the wire all the way.
And what win was the biggest as far as enjoyment is concerned?
Probably Humboldt here and Isle Falls both times.
Lonnie, congratulations. A great season.
Thank you.
Championship outright.
I think, athletics is a real big part of my life, and I think it's important in everyone's life, and it's a lot of fun when you win, Wayne. Everyone knows that.
Well, now, what do you do about the rest of the Heilskovs? Now, we've had a lot of Heilskovs play high school basketball. Now, as family get-togethers, have picnics, have church suppers, you pour it on, or what do you do?
We don't really talk that much about athletics. Once in a while it'll come up, but we don't mention it that much. Not very much. We don't really talk about it.
Todd, what game sticks out in your mind this year?
I have to say either the Humboldt here or Iowa Falls here. Those two ball games. Really fun.
Really, I like that Iowa Falls game down there.
Yeah, I think we all did. We didn't really expect that. I don't know. I think we caught them on an off night, though. I think they might be laying for us in the tournament.
In your own mind, what was your best game this year?
Maybe my thought I played pretty well down in Iowa Falls.
Now that you've won the conference championship, you guys told me that you would. But now that you have, did you guys really believe it way back when?
I think everyone kind of believed it, but there's a little doubt in everyone's mind. You know, you come off a 3-16 year and you don't have a lot of confidence, but I think we won a couple of big ball games right to start out with, beat Newman and Charles City, and I thought we started believing in ourselves. And we saw what we could really do, and we did it.
Todd, first time ever conference champs. The town's proud of you, and I know I am.
Thank you, Wayne.
Keep going.
Yeah.
One of the Bulldog stars of that ball game last night, and that's Phil Jorgenson. Phil, could you unwind and get to sleep last night?
Oh, yeah, I got to bed late, but my car wouldn't start after the game, so I had to leave it there and get a ride home.
Oh, heavens to Betsy. Tell your dad to buy you a new battery.
Yeah, new car.
Phil, yeah, sure, a new car. Your dad won't buy that, I bet.
No, probably not.
Phil, you played a wonderful game last night.
Thank you.
Did you ever dream, you and the fellows ever dream that you would win by that big of a margin?
Well, not by that big, but we knew we had it in us to win.
You know, there was quite a difference between the Acme-Geneva game and the Iowa Falls game. Am I to assume that you fellows might have been looking ahead to Iowa Falls? Or?
Oh, yeah. It was just like looking forward to Algona at the Webb City game, but we couldn't come through with the win against Acme.
What turned that thing around last night? Just what turned it around for you?
Oh, I'd say the rebounding, you know, stopping their inside game. We knew, you know, if they got hot on us outside, we'd be in trouble, but we tried to hold them down outside, so they couldn't get inside, too, so, yeah.
Phil, you were quite exuberant late in the ball game against the cadets with that big lead, right?
Yeah.
You were a happy young man.
Yeah, sure was.
Holding up that #1 figure out there.
Yeah, I just enjoyed watching how Falls fans get all mad, and his just...
I think they kind of abuse you a little bit too, don't they?
Oh yeah, the whole game they were swearing, cussing at me, and
well, that's too bad. That isn't what sports is all about, frankly. Well, it's a great win, Phil. And how does it feel to be a member of the first Bulldog team to ever win the conference championship?
Yeah, like that sign says, a miracle does happen twice, I think. You know, did you see that sign up they had?
I saw that sign up there. Yeah, how about that?
Yeah.
That kind of backfired on, didn't it?
Yeah, just a little bit.
How about the ball game your buddy Dan DeFries played?
It was super. I was hoping he'd put one of those down, but he didn't quite get her done.
Did you guys jostle him any about, see, he had not missed a shot yet from the field, and then he had a wide open shot, absolutely wide open, and he blew it. Did you guys joss him?
Oh, yeah, we you know, we just said little stuff about, you know, he can't jump or anything, you know.
What do you have to say about it?
Oh, you know, he thought he traveled, but, you know, when he shot it, so he just kind of laid it up and pinned it on the rim.
Oh, he thought he had traveled on the play.
Yeah.
Of course, Dan is not a very...
Realize.
His basketball coach in his first year, Dave Hanneman. By the way, Dave's mom and dad and grandma were there last night. I imagine Dave got all of his coaching ability from grandma, I would think. But anyway, Dave Hanneman reporting on the ball game with Eagle Grove last night.
The Hampton boys Bulldog team defeated the Eagle Grove team at Hampton on Wednesday night by the score of 82-57. Leading scorers in the game for Hampton taking scoring honors was Dan DeFries with 22, Todd Heilskov with 18, Brad Abbas with 10, Phil Jorgenson and Doug Hand with 8 apiece, Steve Ludens with 6, Dan Borkeding and Skip Berg with 4, and Lonnie Hand with 2. For Eagle Grove, leading scorer in the ball game was Eagle Grove was Jade Olson with 18, and the other boy in double figures was Mike Peterson with 14. 46-25 was the halftime score. I suppose the most amazing thing of the night, perhaps, was a very average ball game. I thought it was a very exciting game to watch from a fan's point of view. Well, from a coach's, it certainly wasn't a spectacular game, but after the Iowa Falls game, I guess, and other games we played. But I suppose the most spectacular thing was that we hit all 14 of our free throws, something we've not done all year. And went by a margin of 38 to 18. Leading rebounder for Hampton was Dan DeFries with 8, followed by Todd Heilskov and Brad Evans with 6 apiece, and Dan Borkening's 4. In the assist category, Doug Hand, playing one of his better ball games of the year, had 8 assists, and Phil Jorgenson 5. Todd Heilskov chipped in with 3. And then was steals in the leading category. On that was Brad Evans with 3, and then Phil Jorgenson, Dan DeFries, Doug Hand with 2. Both Phil Jorgenson and Dan DeFries had a couple of blocked shots. 19 turnovers in the game. I thought overall, in the game, when you play a team like Eagle Grove, where you quite obviously have the other team outmanned as far as talent is concerned, and we beat them early in the year, I believe, by a score of 83 to 42. It's a hard thing psychologically to get up. We pushed the point of winning the conference and not sharing with anybody, and I think that helped us, and then perhaps pride. It certainly, of course, was not the most intense game we played, but I guess when you play teams like the Eagle Grove, it is hard to go at that all-out pace when, as you have to do, like the Owl Falls and Humboldt type of ball clubs. But anytime you can beat a team like Eagle Grove, who has pushed people like Owl Falls and Clear Lake to 6- and 4-point ball games, why, you certainly feel proud that the boys, at the same time, did not let it become a ball game either at any time in the game. Phil was in foul trouble the entire ball game. I imagine he played less than half, easily less than half of the game, which gave him a tough night from the field. Todd has not played one of his better ball games of the year, not so much defensively, but rather on the offensive end of things, why he was hitting well. Danny DeFries, 22. I thought for Dan, fairly average game for him. We had mismatch. Probably could have gone to him a lot more last night, but there was not so many openings for other people. Lonnie also was in foul trouble much of the night. Playing him, Doug Hand, I thought here's one of his better ball games, driving the lanes a number of times. That trends what they've been trying to get him to do, and I thought he did a good job of that. He came for the cramp there in the end of the third quarter and didn't go back in the rest of the ball game. Then in his leg, and that's all it was. And as far as we know, should not give him any trouble the rest of the way, hopefully. Brad Evans came off to have one of his better ball games. I felt he was 3 for 3 until he missed his last shot, and they were not tip shots. They were probably 10, 15 footers, and we were certainly glad to see that. Luden's off the bench hit a couple of buckets in that first half that were good shots. Once again, Steve continues to be a solid ball player, and we'll know he'll throw it out this year for us, and next year looking for him too.
North Central FS and Hampton has a complete line of vet supply.
Fourth and final quarter of action. Across the timeline goes Law. Law right side, near corner to Meyer. Meyer underneath Albertson. He jumps, he shoots, he scores. So we have a 47 to 40 ball game. And the Wildcat fans across the way are going wild, and rightfully so. There's a bad pass by Phil Jorgenson out of bounds for under. And Dave Hanneman says, hey, I want a timeout. I want a timeout, sir. The Bulldogs take it. 7:06 remaining. That pass was intended for Lonnie Hand. I guess he just didn't break the way. Phil Jorgenson thought he might.
Wayne, there again, those are the things that happen in a basketball game. Ted Meyer had not scored tonight. Okay, turn the score around. We're in the fourth quarter. The first 2 shots he takes in the fourth quarter, zing, 4 points, and all of a sudden, instead of having a score of, 11-point spread, we're down to 7, and the Bulldogs are just guilty of a flagrant turnover. All right, time about back in, fourth and final quarter of action. Cup State Finals, the Hampton Bulldogs versus the Humboldt Wildcats. The winner goes to the state Class 2A basketball tournament in Des Moines, the first game being next Tuesday at 2:15 from the Veterans Auditorium in Des Moines. The Humboldt Wildcats are ready to play. Dave Hanneman still talking to the Bulldogs because the buzzer has not resumed action here in the fourth and final quarter with 7:06 to go. Oh, this could be a stem winder, a barn burner. The chickens get out of the chicken house. You call what you want. It is a wild pass, but Humboldt got it. To McDonald. McDonald right side of the circle to Meyer, near sidelines to McDonald. Back to the corner, near corner to Meyer. McDonald shoots from way out. It's no good. Rebounded. Big rebound by Heilskov.
Heilskov to Doug Hand. The pressure, of course, by the Wildcats. Over to Heilskov. Heilskov, Lonnie Hand. Far side, rise a bad pass by Lonnie Hand. Okay, McDonald has the ball for the Wildcats. He's driving and shot. A whistle. And a foul is called on Phil Jorgenson. 47-40. That's three personal fouls on Phil. And it'll be, of course, two free throws for the Wildcats. Big free throws for Humboldt. 6:41 to go in this ball game. 47-40. Maybe, Bill, we're playing two delivers. Is that a possibility?
Well, Wayne, I'll tell you what. Remember this. You know, a 10-point split is only 5 baskets. You know, it looks big on the scoreboard, but only 5 baskets. So here you've got McDonough converting on the front end of a first on a one-on-one.
McDonald hits on the free throw. 47-41. Humboldt trailing now by a mere 6 points. The free throw is up, and that one is no good. The rebound by Fowler. No, Albertson, he shoots no good. One has a rebound, and it's a foul on Lonnie Hand. No basket. Foul on Lonnie Hand. And the Bulldogs people to our right from Humboldt getting excited. 47-41. 6:37 to go. In the fourth and final quarter of action, and we're in the what?
Wayne, I thought we were going to call 3 seconds on Bond. He was in the lane all afternoon.
Yes, he was. No doubt about that. So Bond is at the free throw line for the 1-and-1. 47-41. 6:37 to go. Fourth and final quarter of action from Fort Dodge. Wayne Grant, well, with Bill Krause. The shot is no good. A rebound, a whistle, and it's out of bounds for Hampton. Out of bounds for Hampton. Apparently somebody was in the lane too soon or on the line or whatever. A big turnover by the Humboldt Wildcats. Out of bounds for Hampton in the defensive court. Heilskov will toss it in to Phil Jorgenson, which he does. 6:35 remains. To Heilskov across the timeline. Near side 2 times. Back to Phil Jorgenson. I thought Heilskov might lose the ball from behind, but he didn't. Over to Doug Hand. Doug to Lonnie Hand. Lonnie Hand pressure to bounce pass to Heilskov. Heilskov the free center circle. Now we're in a definite stall. Kind of a 4-corner circling deal. Doug Hand to Lonnie Hand. Lonnie Hand to Phil Jorgenson, center circle. Phil to DeFreeze way out by the timeline. Back to Phil by the Wildcat bench. Phil breaks for the basket. Passes back up to DeFreeze. We have nobody on the basket. We must be looking for a snowbird. Can we stall this long? No. 5:57 to go. There, Phil would be wide open. DeFreeze to Lonnie Hand. And the Humboldt fans are booing, of course, the stall game. Doug Hand has the ball underneath to Lonnie Hand, and he was open. A pass back out to Doug Hand. To Dan DeFreeze, far corner. Nobody underneath the basket for Hampton. To Phil Jorgenson, 5:40 to go. 47-41. Ball game, a foul is called. Law lost his composure. Goes for the ball, knocking Jorgenson to the floor. Unintentional, of course. 3 fouls on Law, and now I believe the Wildcats want a timeout.
Well, Wayne, I'll tell you, I don't know how you can stall the entire fourth quarter because, you know, we had 47 points when this quarter started, and right now it's 5:37. We have only taken 2 shots in the fourth quarter.
Okay, and our sponsors making this broadcast possible. Support them if you can. At least tell them thanks. Pete Movogo Funeral Homes, A.C. Benton.
Yes, yes, Wayne. We're now in the one-on-one, both teams in the one-on-one situation. The ability to convert on free throws is going to be very important. I almost hesitate to say this, but the Bulldogs haven't missed in the first half. We didn't have any opportunities in the third quarter, but in the first half, we were perfect from the charity line.
Pressure will be on Phil Jorgenson, but he's a good man to have at the free throw line. You know, he converted against Iowa Falls. And Humboldt fans, of course, hoping he misses. 47-41, 5:37 to go. Fourth and final quarter action over KIFT-FM. And tune in tomorrow evening. You'll be hearing Jim Starr talk about the Ackley Geneva girls and state tournament play. The free throw is up. It is in and out. No good. Okay, rebounded by Albertson. Albertson to Day. Day across the timeline. Far sideline for Law. Law jumps, shoots from 16. It's no good. One has a rebound. A whistle, and a foul has been called on DeFreeze. And the basket will count. 47-43. 5:27 to go. The Humboldt Wildcats down by 4. Well, we'll see what the Bulldogs do now. Mike Bunn is at the free throw line. And he bends it up. It is good. Okay, 47-44, 5:27 to go. Heilskov into Jorgenson, being 2 times by the Humboldt Wildcats, and Jorgenson is fouled by Day. Blocking foul called on Day. So at the free throw line will be
Jorgenson, 47-44. Fourth and final quarter of action from the Fort Dodge High School Gymnasium. Sub-state finals. And the state tournament is next in line to the team that wins this big one tonight. Phil Jorgenson kind of prancing a little bit. Foul line, the shot is up. It is good. 48-44. The Hampton Bulldogs out by 4 points. If Phil can make this, of course, then the Bulldogs will enjoy a 5-point lead. A big, it's up in the air. It is no good. Down the free throw has a rebound. Back to Phil. Phil in the lane. Everything to go in is slow down basketball once again. That's obvious. Phil, a pass to Lonnie Hand. Back to Phil. Phil drives for the bucket. Stops his dribble. And he's being chased by two fellows out to Doug Hand. We have 5:08 to go. To DeFreeze. Dan. To Phil Jorgenson. Over Lonnie Hand by the timeline. Lonnie Hand to Todd Heilskov. Todd Heilskov one-on-one. He's being rushed by Albertson. Hook pass to DeFreeze. DeFreeze to Phil Jorgenson. He's being two-timed by two Humboldt players. Hook pass Lonnie Hand. Back to Phil. Phil to DeFreeze by the center circle. Back to Phil. We have 4:45 to go. Fourth and final quarter. To Doug Hand. The Bulldogs by 4. 48-44. We have 4:38 to go now. Jorgenson to Heilskov underneath the basket, but does not shoot. He was just about wide open. To Jorgenson. Here's sideline. Georgie to DeFreeze. To Doug Hand. Doug Hand by the center circle. Drives down the lane. He goes over the layup shot. To Phil Jorgenson near sideline. Phil has a piece of the ball. There's a loose ball. The Phil picks it up. He loses it. He loses it. A pass off to McDonald. A layup shot for Bond. It's good. 48-46. 48-46. Really, Hampton has had some opportunities for lay-in right up. 48-46. We have a timeout by someone by the Hampton Bulldogs. I'm two times over to DeFreeze. DeFreeze to Doug Hand. No, we're still going to wait, apparently. To Lonnie Hand. Lonnie Hand across court. To Todd Heilskov. 3:53 to go. He's by the center circle almost 3 times. And he throws it away. Todd Heilskov throws it away. Out of bounds for the Humboldt Wildcats. Now Humboldt can tie the ball game up. If they can convert, it's Albertson with it. Albertson to Law. Law across the timeline, far sideline. 3:42 to go. Day right side the free throw lane, near sideline. To Law. Law over to McDonald. He jumps, he shoots from 8. It's no good. The rebound by Lonnie Hand. And to Phil Jorgenson. 3:30 to go. 48-46. Hampton by 2. There's a pass to Lonnie Hand. Lonnie Hand has his glasses knocked down. Over to DeFreeze. DeFreeze to Jorgenson. Near sideline. Near corner. To Heilskov. Heilskov to Lonnie Hand. They might call a jump ball. Here, look out for the steal. To Doug Hand. To Heilskov. Right sideline. Heilskov underneath. To DeFreeze. The back pass. DeFreeze cannot hang on to it. Humboldt has the ball. 3:02 to go. Fourth and final quarter action. Humboldt can now tie it. 48-46. O'Donnell in the lane to Bunn. He turns. He shoots. He missed. Scores. All tied up. 48-48. All tied up. Phil Jorgenson has the ball across the timeline to Doug Hand. Doug Hand dribbling over to Phil. Phil loses the ball, picks it up, and he's fouled. Phil Jorgenson is fouled by McDonald. So Phil goes to the free throw line. 48-48. 2:39 to go. Fourth and final quarter of action. Sub-state finals. The winner goes to the state tournament in Des Moines. The first game March 13th at 2:15. Wayne Grant along with Bill Krause from the Fort Dodge High School Gymnasium. Big free throws for Phil Jorgenson. 2:39 to go in this ball game. One of the Humboldt boys has got a muscle cramp in his right leg, and that's Casey Albertson. He's rubbing it, trying to get the muscle cramp out, so that's why we have a little bit of delay right now. This one is good. 49-48. Hampton Bulldogs by 1 point. Okay, Phil getting set now for his second charity shot. If he misses, it'll be in action. And it's up. It's good. Phil converts. 50-48. Okay, Law has the ball across the timeline, far sideline to McDonald. Back to Law. Law, left side of the lane. Loses the ball. Doug Hand. Doug Hand has the ball. Over to Heilskov. Heilskov to Phil Jorgenson. A big steal by Doug Hand. Phil dribbling across the timeline. Underneath, wide open is Heilskov. He's fouled. He's fouled by number 14, McDonald. And Heilskov had his right there. Too bad that couldn't have dropped in, Bill, for the Wayne Otter rather had to 2 points in the foul because McDonough's only got 3 fouls. Todd Heilskov had a sure 2 points, and we needed him. That would have been our first basket of the second half. Okay, 50. We have no basket the second half of the fourth quarter, you mean? Or what? Fourth quarter, okay. The free throw is up and good. Big one. Big one for Todd Heilskov. That's the boy. 51-48. We're getting down to where the grass is short, Bill. No lawn more here. It's up. It is. Oh, off to the left. No good. Rebounded by the Wildcats. 51-48. 3-point lead for the Bulldogs. We have 2:12 to go. Fourth and final quarter. Day has the ball. Bounce past the Law near sideline. To Day. Day to McDonald. To Day. Free throw circle. He dribbles. In the lane to Bond. Bond moves the ball. He jumps. He shoots. He scores. So it's a 51-50 ball game. We have 1:51 remaining. To Jorgenson and a whistle and a foul has been called on Humboldt. Foul called on Day of Humboldt. So Phil Jorgenson will be at the free throw line, and Bill, that could have been anything. Wayne, I'll tell you what, one thing I think perhaps the officials may be missing tonight is the 3-second in lane fraction, because Mike Bunn stood there long enough to grow a beard, and you know, you're tall as he is, and you're going to get a rebound. 51-50, fourth and final quarter, 1:54 to go. Phil's the shot is up, it is good. First free throw good, 52-50. Okay, Phil, take careful aim, and let's put this baby in there. 3-point lead would be awful nice. 52-50. The free throw is up. It is also good. 53-50. Law has the ball for the Wildcats. To Day across the timeline above the free throw circle. A pass to Day to McDonald. Back to Day in the free throw circle. Right side of the circle to Law. Law jumps and shoots from 16. It's no good. And Matt scramble for the rebound. Skipped out of bounds for Humboldt. Out of bounds for Humboldt. 1:39 to go. 53-50 ball game. Throwing it in will be Casey Albertson. Now Day goes over and says something to him. Okay, throwing the ball to Albertson way out to Day. Okay, Day sideline to Law. Back to Day. Day free throw circle to Law. Law to Day. Above the free throw circle in the free throw line. He's going to take a free throw. And it's up and it's no good. Rebounded by Doug Hand. He's tied up immediately. Jump ball. 53-50, a jump ball at the Humboldt free throw line. We have 1:26 to go. Fourth and final quarter of action. Still says it's a jump ball, Wayne. There's no way you can dispute it, but you know what? They did everything but give him some sutures on that one. Okay, it'll be a jump ball at the Humboldt free throw line, and Doug Hand is out-measured by quite a distance there, because that's Casey Albertson there. What is he, about 2 hits taller than Doug Hand? Well, he's an arm and a leg taller. And the ball is Humboldt has it. Over to Law to Day to Law. 1:20 to go in this ball game. Ooh. Over in the corner to Bun to Law. Law in the free throw lane. He's got it! Oh, big turnover by the Wildcats. A great big turnover. 1:13 to go. 53-50. They got a lot of hearts beating awful heavy down there. You check those cheerleaders. They've got their hands over their eyes. Hey, how about my heart? Jorgenson loses the ball, but gets it over to Doug Hand. Doug Hand to Lonnie Hand. He's wide open, but does not shoot. Drive in, Lonnie. Across court to Heilskov. Almost a bad pass. 59 seconds. 53-50. Hampton a 3-point lead. Over to Doug Hand. Phil Jorgenson is pushed by Dave. He tries to steal the ball. Hey, Bill. 53-50. 53 seconds remaining in this ball game. And Humboldt Wildcats want a timeout. Let me talk about my sponsors and then some comments from Bill Krause. Okay, Seasonal Volvo Funeral Home, AC. Along with Bill Krause. Also along with our sponsors, a great big thanks to them. We hope you folks back home are enjoying this broadcast as much as we are, bringing it to you. 53 seconds remain. Hampton Bulldogs out in front, 53-50. Phil Jorgenson at the free throw line. How many has he made, Bill? Do you know?
He's missed 2 tonight. You know, we were perfect the first half, but Phil's missed 2 in the second half. He's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's 9 for 11, Wayne.
Okay, Phil Jorgenson at the free throw line. And I'd love to have Phil there. And the free throw is up, and it's good. 54-50 with 53 seconds remaining. Phil has one more opportunity. And one more, Phil, would make that an awful big lead with 53 seconds, Phil. Get it in there, baby. And it is 55-50. Doing a little play in there for Phil, Bill. Okay, across the timeline goes the Humboldt Wildcats. McDonald to Law. Don't foul, fellas. To Day. Day shoots from 16. It's partially blocked. And DeFreeze has the ball. He fouls. DeFreeze has the ball. The foul is called on McDonald. So that puts DeFreeze at the free throw line. We have 33 seconds remaining. Oops, now we have some words out there. Bobner is upset. He's talking to Doug Hand. keep this thing going the right way. Let's not mar this ball.
Well, yeah, Pete Jefferson, I'm sure he's a little frustrated tonight. He's got 2 points, but, you know, that's... Here again, that's the first flare-up we've had in this ball game tonight. And I'm sure it's just that, you know, it's the emotions, and we've got, you know, we can't criticize these young boys because I'll tell you what, both of them want to be out of school next week.
55 to 50, 43 seconds remaining. Dan DeFreeze, Dandy Dan is at the free throw line. Eye it, baby. Get in there. You bet. 56 to 50. 43 seconds remain. We're getting closer, Bill, as the sweat runs down my forehead onto my glasses. Hey, I'm excited. My heart's racing 2,000 miles, man. The free throw is good. You bet, Dan. Dandy Dan. 57 to 50. Oh, pretty soon we can see it. Pretty soon we can see it. A drive-in shot is good by McDonald. 57 to 52. 35 seconds remaining. And is across the court pass to DeFreeze. The Doug Hand. Go down here. Somebody's wide open. A whistle and a foul is called on Day. Bill, I think I'd try a long pass down here because they could have 2 easy points.
Hey, I'll tell you what, we had 2 tight ends open on that one. You know that? They were down there, but I'll tell you what, I'd hate to be the guy playing for Coach Hanneman to throw a long court pass at this stage of the game, wouldn't you?
Oh, I would. Hey, his team is so disciplined, it's unbelievable. Can you imagine, Bill, the temptation to be wide open and pass the ball back out? That's almost unbelievable for high school kids to do that.
Wayne, let me say this. I have seen this young gentleman come to this particular situation on 3 different times this year. Doug Hand is up there right now, the one-on-one, 57-52. If he's ever shot more critical free throws in his life, I wonder where they were.
Okay, Doug, we're for you, baby. Get in there. You have 58 to 52. 29 seconds remaining. Bill, pretty soon we can say it, we hope. Oh, we pray and hope we can say it. First time ever possible. Come on, Doug. It's up. It's short. One has a rebound, 58 to 52. 27 seconds. With the ball is low. He jumps and shoots the right side. No good. The rebound. There's Ben. A big pile up on the floor. Jorgenson knocks through the hardwood court. There's 3 Humboldt guys down, and Jorgenson, they just converged on him and squeezed him.
Wayne, that would almost be a flagrant foul. I think there was a case of great sportsmanship on Phil right there. He knew that he'd been decked. He laid on the floor, cooled it, because those are the times that tempers are short and anxieties are heavy. Wayne, I'll tell you what, I'm so proud to be from Hampton, Iowa, and watch a high school that demonstrates their sportsmanship. Hats off to Jim Alexander and Barry Johnson. You know, I think we're so fortunate to have gentlemen like this who have donated and dedicated their lives to young people. Wayne, they'd be a success in whatever they did. Thank you for being in Hampton, gentlemen.
Well, you know, I've been around here 26 years, and I've never taken a high school basketball team from Hampton this far. And they've never been to the state tournament. Hey,
I've been here 20 years, and I want to be with you.
Hey, the free throw by Phil Jorgenson is good. 59 to 52. And you folks back home, 21 big seconds on the clock, but we still cannot say it. The free throw is up. Good. 60 to 52, 8-point lead. When that third clock gets down a ways more, we'll say it. We'll say it. There's the ball over to Meyer. Meyer in the lane of wall. He's the ball! And a whistle. And a foul called on Phil Jorgenson. Foul called on Phil Jorgenson, 60 to 52. And we have 15 seconds remaining on the clock on the wall. Remember our sponsors. Tell them thanks for this broadcast. Upstate Finals from the Fort Dodge High School Gymnasium. Wayne Grant along with Bill Krause. I don't know if Bill's heart's pounding like mine, but hey, I'm just pounding all over this place. Law at the free throw line for the Humboldt Wildcat. The shot is up and it is good. 60 to 53, 7-point lead for the Hampton Bulldogs. Law can cut that down to 6 points by converting on this one. It's very quiet in here. The free throw is no good. The rebound is taken by Heilskov. Heilskov to Doug Hand. 11 seconds. The ball is stolen by Humboldt, but out of bounds for the Bulldogs. There's 9 seconds. Bill, are we ready to see it? Are we ready to see it? Okay, 9 seconds. 60 to 53. Heilskov will throw the ball in. And he does way out.
Can you hear those fans?
Oh, come on. Everybody running on the board. The Hampton Bulldog boys basketball team is going to the state boys basketball tournament. The first time in the history of the Hampton High School boys basketball program. That's their final score, 60 to 53. The Hampton, look at their Hanneman. A smile that would burst a homely face, wouldn't it, Bill?
Wayne, I'll tell you what, this is
what high school athletics are all about. You know, Barry and the officials are trying to keep them on the court. How do you retain young people that want to go out and congratulate a bunch of superstars, great athletes, all-American young kids? They want them out of there. I think they deserve to stay out there longer. I don't know why they have to leave the court. And some of the cheerleaders, you know, shedding a few tears. Is it okay if Neil Smith or if Neil Nelson just gave Dave Hanneman a big kiss? Now he's carrying Danny DeVries off the court. No, it's exciting. But Danny DeVries is now showing emotion for the first time all year. Dan DeVries holding up his hand, the number one. I have not seen him do it. He's over there, Bill. Look at Phil Jorgenson. He's down there right now. The tears in his eyes. Why shouldn't they be? Well, you know, every fan of this band would like to cry. 60-53, and the first time in the history of boys basketball, Hampton Community High School, the Hampton team is going to the state boys basketball tournament. Hey, what a super bunch of guys, and what a super coach. And Bill, you know, I'm just a daggone proud and happy. I'm not so sure I'm not shedding a tear or two here. Wayne, I'll tell you, it's a very emotional scene to see a town of Hampton. And you know, this is when you've spent the long winters that the typical Hampton fan has spent this winter, you know, watching the snow, listen to the wind blow, and then to have it all happen like this, you say, gee, that winter wasn't as long as I thought it was, because now it's on to Des Moines. As busy as you were going to be next week, Wayne, you know, everything will have to take a backseat, won't it? Yes, it will. 60-53, and I think maybe the gentleman from Iowa Falls would like to congratulate somebody. Here's Jim Starr. Well, Wayne, congratulations to the Hampton Bulldogs on a very well-played ball game. Got us some anxious moments down towards the end with that freeze. And a couple times I thought maybe Hampton should have went to the hole with it, but didn't. Came out on top, and that's what matters. And Jim, you keep the Ackley Geneva Gals going, too. Jack Heilskov. Wayne, I tell you, Hampton is a great team to get down here. They won the conference championship, and it certainly is a team that we are going to be looking forward to bring it all back. We hope that they can do that, because we felt that this team that won this game tonight would be the one that could very well be the 2A champ for the state, because I feel confident that our NCAA league is as good as any, no matter what Pella has done, and I think that we had three great teams in this, and this is the team that's going, and this is the one we're going to be behind. Okay, thank you very much, Jack Heilskov and Jim Starr. Bill right now is picking up the scoring, and we'll wait a little bit because maybe Dave Hanneman will come up here, maybe he will not. I know what joy he must have, and may have forgotten about our invitation we made this morning. And I don't blame him if he stays there with the kids. And our sponsors, Peachman Volvo Funeral Homes, AC Benton, Hampton Tire, Goodyear Tire Dealer, Hampton State Bank, Krause General Oil Corporation, the Hampton Farmers Co-op Elevators, BMW Fine Food Stores, Car Chevrolet, and CB Corporation. Bill, you got the scoring for us. Wayne, I'll tell you what, I'd like to say, first of all, that we'll give the high scores. But the team that won tonight was the Hampton Bulldogs. All five of them. Brad Abbott came in, played briefly, but otherwise, the Hampton Bulldogs, four of the starting five, Phil Jorgenson, Todd Heilskov, Danny DeVries, and Doug Hand played the entire 32 minutes of the ball game tonight. Our hats off to all six of these gentlemen, especially to Coach Doug Hanneman. What a great bunch of ball players. Phil Jorgenson was absolutely phenomenal, superb. Use the adjective that you best like, but he had 26 points, including 14 free throws. Excuse me, 12 or 14, Wayne. But he was absolutely phenomenal. His assist set up another 20 points at least. Todd Heilskov picked up the scoring slump in the third quarter. He was also his usual steady self, 15 points in a great floor game. Danny DeVries scored 10 points the first half. Pretty well shut off the second half, Wayne. He only ended up with 12 points, but he was in there battling all the way, and there was not a great deal of scoring in the fourth quarter because the Bulldogs went to a controlled ball game in an effort to put a cap, so to speak, on that 11-point lead that they enjoyed going in the fourth quarter. Doug Hand had 5 points. But Wayne, 5 points. He's got the quickest hands on the team. His head is in the ball game all the time. You know, it wasn't just 5 points. It was 32 minutes of steady performance that we can tip our hat to Doug Hand. Lonnie Hand, once again, didn't have the scoring bunch he had the other night, but, you know, this is the great thing about this basketball team. Tonight, Lonnie Hand played a different role. He was in there battling Mike Butt. He was in there screening, shifting back, trying to penetrate, keep him from going to the bucket to get the rebound. Very quickly now, for the Wildcats, Keith Albertson only 2 points. 15-point scoring average. Ken McDonough had 13. Mike Son had 19. He's, one of the top scorers in the third best scorer in the North Central Conference. Tom Law had 15, and Detmeyer, who came off in the fourth quarter, scored the first 4 points, ended up with 40. So Wayne, that makes the final score 60-53. Hampton Bulldogs over the Humboldt Wildcats here tonight on our way to the state tournament. Okay, and I see Dave Hanneman down below us, and everybody, all the fans are shaking his hands. Some are kissing him, some are hugging him, and he's going to be tied up. So, Bill, I think we're going to wrap up this broadcast. Thanks again to our sponsors. That's CB Corporation, Car Chevrolet, B&W Fine Food Stores, Hampton Farmers Co-op, Kraus General Oil Corporation, Hampton State Bank, Hanson Tire, AC Benton, Stephen of Vogel Funeral Home. So the Hampton Bulldogs, sub-state champions, going to the state fair tournament. Their first game will be next Tuesday at 2:15, Veterans Auditorium in Des Moines, and we'll be there to bring you the action. Bill, any final comments?
Well, all I can say is that, once again, we're very proud. I'm very proud to be from Hampton, to be a part of the basketball, the athletic program at Hampton High School. Our hats are off to you young gentlemen who will represent the town of Hampton at the state tournament with the class that you have demonstrated all year. Here again, a team victory by a great bunch of young gentlemen. Our hats off to you. Congratulations. And may you be. Here, Jim, here comes the guy that hires all the winning coaches. Now, this guy right here, Wayne, Jim Alexander's just coming to our booth, and I know that Wayne Grant wants to say something to him.
Okay, our superintendent, I'm motioning down to Neil Nelson. Yes, I want Dave. Okay, he's going to get Dave up here. We have up here right now Superintendent James Alexander. Jim, I'm afraid, I shed a couple of tears last year of the ball game there.
Oh, Wayne, I don't know when I've been happier. Long ways up here,
Yes, it is. Guy's got to be in shape.
I've just been in the locker room, and the kids, I think just now are beginning to realize that they're going to be going to the state tournament next week. I just told them we're not going to have school next Tuesday.
Jim, that's the question. I think we've had so many free days this year with all the snow vacations, but we're still going to have next Tuesday off.
Right, we had our board meeting today, Wayne.
Yes, I know. Yeah.
And the board approved they go to state. Well, I think we play about 15
Next Tuesday.
So we're not going to have school Tuesday. We hope to take a lot of pep buses down there. We win that game. Well, we play, I think it's 4 o'clock on Thursday.
Yes.
No school then either. What is it?
How do you get back to school? And no school on Friday if they make the final?
No, we'll have school Friday.
Oh, okay.
Well, we're going to let out 2:30. But that's looking down the road long ways. But gee whiz, we got this big one. I figure that a lot of people say that Humboldt had to be one of the better 2A teams in the state. And we beat them tonight. And we're just so proud of these kids and the coach. I know they were real concerned when they had the big lead, and then they came back and tied it. But that's when our kids really kind of showed their colors. And you know what? This guy that we hired, I'm taking all the credit now.
Sure, I don't blame you, Jim.
He really made me look good tonight, did he?